This nibble originally aired on RSBANDB Update, episode 797, The Warden of RuneScape. Enjoy. You touched on achievement and mastery, and what's RuneScape's endgame? Do we all level up to 120s and 200 mils, or do we go bossing? Or is there something else that you see as the endgame for our characters?
Yeah, like one of the elements that I've have a lot of more discussions than ever on is this end game element, and I think there was some good discussion recently in the community on this as well. There's a lot of different ways we can look at it. We can like in a very kind of straightforward and maybe low hanging fruit way. I haven't talked to some of the game designers about this, so apologies if this feels like a blindside, but it's like prestiging for example it's just like it's there for players if they want it. We just have to enable it. But I just don't want it to be a basic prestiging system either. I would like it to be cool and meaningful to players, right?
Yeah, we talked about doing something cosmetic with it, perhaps.
Exactly, right? But I want to find the RuneScape-y way of doing that, if that's the direction we want to go in. But I talked to the team a lot about systems of this nature, and it's like we cannot create content quick enough for there to always be an end game in our normal frame of content. So how do we get out of the way of that? And another way I am looking at towards the future is like, how could I enable players to be content creators, right? And could I potentially look at bringing a tool set to the game? Now that there's a whole lot of complexities in that, and for any company in that area. But I'd love to see players being content creaters.
I just have my jaw drop with that, because that's something I never put two and two together with RuneScape.
Well,
I'm already thinking of quests we could create.
Oh, I'm thinking of accessibility features left and right.
That's right. Right, and so that would be kind of interesting, and I think this is a very underrepresented, overlooked aspect of the game industry is letting players be content creators and involving them in different ways. Like easier said than done, right? Because
absolutely,
we have a custom game engine, custom tool set. It's hard for us. RuneScript, that's right. It's even hard for us to make elements in the way that we want to. So I'd hate to put all of that burden and complexity in front of players as is, right? So if I was to move in this direction, I'd have to take a hard look of what that experience would actually look like, right? And maybe we test it out certain ways. And I think we could look at offering different game modes and so on. Like, one of the things I'm really fascinated by is like Dark Scape, right? Dark Scape was a very interesting game mode that a lot of players really liked and enjoyed, right?
Loved it.
And
it was the silent horse, it was out. People who enjoyed it really enjoyed it, but nobody really talked about it that much. So I can see that.
Yeah, and it's like I even found an old subreddit just for Darkscape. That was kind of interesting, but I would say like we should be looking at different ways to play RuneScape, and maybe we should test out some new game modes. But again, if we're going to do these kinds of things, I want to maintain what we say that we're trying to do and not upset that as well. So take this all a grain of salt, but my mind goes wild in the day-to-day.
And that's important to underscore. We're talking very, very pie in the sky, strategic kind of things right now that may never come to fruition. So we just need to underscore that for the community. You can find full episodes of RSBANDB Update right here on this YouTube channel. If you found this video useful or just enjoyed it, like and subscribe or leave a comment.